So, okay, you guys. So apparently Amber went to the hospital, but before we get to that part, I want to fill you in. So she sat on the couch, went on and on about nothing burger. She tried a chocolate bar. Nobody asked for that. She showed us her mini Amazon haul. Nobody cares. Filler content. And she went to bingo with her mom and to the casino with her mom. I guess it's a good thing she's spending time with her mom. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't understand how they go to these bingo halls for like 6 hours at a time. That's the part I'm just like not understanding it. But hey, that's what they enjoy. And what else? Oh, and then more filler content that nobody asked for. And so basically this is where we're going to pick it up at. Oh, and she's gonna ask her doctor about going to the GLP-1 in person. She's gonna see the doctor in person, which is what she should have been doing from the get-go, but hey, whatever. But yeah, let's get into this.
I've been home for hours and hours. I was doing some of my Sunday cleaning. Genuinely.
Okay, Amber. Okay, we'll believe that. Unless if we show it on camera, Amber, I'm not gonna believe it. I think she's been mentioning this whole cleaning and showering and showing body washes or whatever is because people are saying that she keep on getting her cellulitis because she is dirty. Because the previous video she was telling us about how she bought new sheets and she took a shower and she jumped in a brand new sheets and she felt so nice and clean. And we're all sitting here like, listen here, girly pop, we see what you're doing. Anyways, let's continue.
Today, spending time with my mom was great. Like, for so long, I wished for that. I spent so many childhood years, so many teenage years, young adult years, wishing I had a close relationship with my mom. And now that I do, I'm just genuinely so freaking beyond grateful for it. And I don't know, I had a really good day. I treated her to one of her favorite restaurants because that's what she wanted. Today was all about her, and she loved it.
Okay, I'm gonna take a stab at this. Would this happen to be the Mexican restaurant that she always shows us at? I'm gonna take a stab and say they went to a Mexican restaurant.
It was a casino, so treated her there as well. And it was so crazy because like I am actively trying to work on my relationship with food, and it's like every day I have to remind myself that I'm doing that because I spent so long not entirely caring about my relationship with food, more so just like on and off dieting. And to me, learning a new relationship with food is completely different than dieting. So different. Maybe I can talk about that in like a future weigh-in video. But like every day I have to remind myself that I'm doing this. And I went to the restaurant with my mom. I ordered my food. And it was all just like natural bad decisions. I got beans, rice, and a chimichanga. At that specific restaurant, that's what I always get.
Well, I'll give it this. At least she was honest about what she ordered on this one. Now, I just need her to be honest with her what she ate in the day video. That'd be excellent if she was actually honest about that.
Just like a creature of habit. Plus another part of me that's a creature of habit is like when I go out to a restaurant, like I'm not entirely looking for a healthy option or an option that's going to nourish me in the right way. So I just naturally chose what I would always choose, and it was right.
And honestly, to be honest, like for most parts too, it's also about your portions, Amber. It's always about your portions. It doesn't mean that you have to deprive yourself of the stuff that you actually enjoy eating. Also, part of your issue is portion control. You also need to work on that.
As the waitress sat the plate down and it was in front of my face, that I had to like snap myself back into like, what am I doing? Like, I'm supposed to be practicing healthier habits. Am I saying that I am not allowed to eat stuff like that? No. What I'm saying is I wasn't fully conscious when doing it. I did it out of habit instead of like actually thinking about it, if that makes sense. So that's something that I need to learn more and practice more. But anyways, it is time actually for our oracle reading.
Yeah, no, Amber. Nobody asked for this either. All right, you guys. So I'm going to skip forward and see what else she has to say. She has no idea what she's doing with these cards. It's just another filler. So we're gonna jump ahead.
So I am going to the hospital because I'm having chest pain on my left side. So it started earlier, kind of like under my boob, like right here. And I was thinking nothing of it. It's like this sharp pain that I've never felt before. And then I was up cleaning and now the pain is like in my boob. I know that's like TMI, but that's just me being honest. I just got done crying. I called my mom and she's like, yeah, you need to go to the ER because that's not something you can mess with. So the pain is now like radiating to like my nipple area. I know that's...
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds scary. That absolutely sounds scary. And I'm glad that she went to the hospital, you know. Instead of saying, oh, I'll just wait it out, I'm glad she went to the hospital.
Again, TMI, but I'm really scared. All right, so update. They've taken my blood, EKG, blood pressure, which when I first got here I was scared, so it was high, but now it's normal. And then I had a CT scan, which I was not expecting that. But they're just... Oh yeah, an X-ray on my heart. So they're doing everything they can to help me because, yeah, and they also gave me, Mom, what's the medicine called? Toradol? And that's helped with the pain. So yeah, but they're making sure just to check everything, so yeah. Okay, you guys, I'm home and genuinely, like, I just feel really fucking just sad. Like, so my test results came back and like they said that my lungs looked good, my heart looks good and everything. And then I get the paperwork and they didn't even mention this to me, which I don't know why, but I was just looking at the paperwork and it says that I have an elevated D-dimer. And thankfully I noticed...
What the heck is the D-timer? I mean, I'm pretty sure she's gonna tell us. I've never heard of that before. Huh.
That before I actually left the hospital, so I asked the nurse, like, what does this mean? And she was like, oh, it just means like you could possibly have a blood clot, that's why we checked your lungs, but you don't have one. But then it's like, okay, like I have other parts of my body, like I'm just really scared, like...
Huh? She has other parts of her body. I hope you do. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't mean to be laughing. It just was that an incomplete thought, and then she just... I have other parts of my body. Okay.
I don't know, and this just like brings to light a lot of anxieties, it brings to light a lot of fears, it brings to light a lot of regrets, it brings to light a lot of just things. Like I feel scared and I'm just like, what? Like my doctor's appointment isn't for a whole month. So
Okay, that's a little odd. Doesn't the hospital work in unison with her doctor with such things? Because I'm pretty sure if she calls her family doctor, I don't know when was the last time if she actually calls them and explain the situation, they should be able to take it in quicker. Because I know most hospitals do work in tandem with your family doctor if you had such a scary emergency like this. So hopefully they don't make her wait.
So it is literally 6:45 a.m. I was at the freaking ER all night and they were so wonderful. They were so kind. I am so grateful for bedside manner because I'm telling you, I had so much freaking anxiety and they were all just like so sweet and understanding. They treated me like an actual human. Like there have been times where, you know, I would go to the doctor and, you know, I met with a different experience because of my size. And like I was freaking out and I'm like, am I actually gonna fit in the CT scan? Like I even vocalized that out loud and she was like, yes, of course you are. And it's just like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I'm glad that like my heart looks good and my lung looks good and stuff, but like I have an elevated D-dimer. And that's scary. I don't know. I'm just gonna call the doctor and I'm just literally hoping that I can get a sooner appointment instead of like a month because like people cancel and then all of a sudden there's openings and stuff. So I'm just gonna call and see if there's an opening because I would love to be seen sooner than that. It's crazy that like all of this is happening at once, like where I was finally like, I want to have a better relationship with food. I want to be healthier. I want to do better. And then all of a sudden I'm just like hit with this and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I just feel kind of defeated. I'm sorry to end this vlog on this note. I was not expecting any of this and I just feel like really heavy. No pun intended.
I mean, well, at least we have a sense of humor. No pun intended. Well, I mean, I'm glad that she's okay. Hopefully it's a wake-up call and hopefully she follows up with her family doctor or primary caregiver. Hopefully she follows through and keeps her appointments and doesn't get comfortable with what them saying that she's okay, that she stays on top of it, you know? that she goes for her checkups and all that good stuff, you know. But yikes. But yeah, you guys, this was gonna be a quick one. And yeah, she went to the hospital on Mother's Day. But you guys, I'm gonna be editing the second half of Lead Head's video with that crazy story. I think I did the part 1 of the video. I'm gonna work on part 2 of that video. But anyways, you guys, I will catch you in the next video. That's it. Catch you in the next video. Later. Bye bye.